Okay. Hey guys, Connor Dubey here. Hope you're having a great day. As a podcaster for over 4 years now, I wanted to share with you some quick tips on how to get interviewed on more podcasts. If you're looking for really good ways to highlight your expertise, your subject matter, your thought leadership, get reach new audiences, bring more awareness on platforms that are extremely untapped right now are podcasts. And if you're a thought leader, you're a subject matter expert, I highly recommend you pursue getting on podcasts, or maybe you're thinking about it. Maybe you haven't been interviewed on podcasts before. You want to start diving into that world. Maybe you've been interviewed on a number of podcasts, handful here and there, and you want to consistently be interviewed on more. So as someone who's done hundreds of interviews over the years, I've also networked, collaborated with a lot of other podcasters. These are some of the top ways that you can be more effective with this. Number one, do not approach podcasters and just shout out at them, hey, do you want to have me as a guest on your podcast? What I would do is I would look at building real relationships with people. Network. It is a sale. If you're getting free exposure, most podcasters don't charge for you to be on their platform. So if you're looking for that free exposure, approach them like you're approaching a prospect or any other sale. You need to be thoughtful. And I personally get contacted every day by numbers of people saying, hey, I see you have a podcast. Do you want to interview me? I ignore probably 90% of them. Now, when people approach me, they want to build a relationship, they have something of value that they can bring to the table, that's usually where the conversation gets started. Now, secondarily, the most frustrating thing as a podcaster, I know me personally, I generally start the conversation with some sort of intro call. So I get to know the guest, see how the conversation flows, and then I want to hear what they can contribute to the platform. 90-80% of people who I do these introductory calls with, a lot of them have never been on a podcast before. Maybe they're even high-end media people. They've been on lots of podcasts. The most frustrating thing for me is when they hop in and they have no idea what the heck they're going to talk about and what subject matter or unique topics they can actually bring to the table. So what I would recommend is create yourself a media kit, what's called a media kit. Write a short impact bio. Nobody wants to hear about what you did as a kid in your bio and 5 paragraphs. I'm talking a short paragraph, a single web page, something that you can give to other podcasters that makes it really easy for them to go, oh, this guy's a pro. He or she is a pro. They're going to be great for a podcast interview, and makes it a whole heck of a lot easier. The other thing, I actually wrote some of these down here, is have material ready. So again, what is it you would be able to bring that's unique? Actually do both of us a favor. Go listen to my podcast before you talk to me. People come approach me, I have a meeting with them, and they have no clue what the heck my podcast is even about. It shows that you didn't put the work in, right? So you didn't even do your research, you didn't even do your homework, you just saw as a podcaster, you didn't even go listen to a single episode of my podcast or other podcasters to create some context as to what you can bring. So don't jump into a pre-podcast interview call, say, hey, what is your audience interested in? What do they want to hear? You should already have some ideas based on doing your homework. Do your homework, people. Okay, so do a little bit of homework before. Third, have some value to exchange. So if I bring you on my platform that I've worked years to build up, same with other podcasters, is there some sort of value exchange that we can do that would make it more enticing for me to want to interview you? Have value to exchange. Come to the table with something you can bring in exchange for being featured on a platform that is active, has new audiences you can reach, likely audiences that are potential, clients, partners, and prospects for you. The other thing is show you're a subject matter expert. If you want to be featured as a speaker, you want to be on more podcast interviews, you want to be seen in media more frequently, put content out. Actively do two things: build your audience, grow your audience so that other hosts see that you have an audience to reshare, because they want to reach new people too with their platform. If you can bring that to the table, they're going to be way more enticed to want to interview you. So grow your audience, and then share regular content to your audience, whether it's articles, whether it's videos, whether you're doing updates that provide value. Highlighting those things that you're a total expert in make it that much more enticing for someone to want to have you on their platform. And then last, but definitely not least, the easiest way, the number one easiest way to get featured on more podcasts, is to be a podcaster yourself. Start a platform, start your own podcast, start your own video series, start your own guest blog, because if you have that platform, that's another value-added exchange. And you can go to other podcasters and say, hey, I have a podcast too. Would you be interested in trading interviews on platforms to reach each other's audience that we don't have? So hope that was helpful. If you know someone who's interested in getting featured in more podcasts, more media, make sure you tag them on this video or share this video with them. And with that, I'll see you on the other side.